At some point, the agent that I had been speaking with said that he had been fired from the seller and was replaced. As a result, he would be representing only me and not both me and the seller. I told him that I was sorry to hear that, mostly because he was no longer going to get paid despite the work he did. This was the first big setback that I received from the deal. Now I would have to speak with another agent. The deal was progressing nicely until one day when I got a call from the new agent. He questioned me about the private money lender, and I assured him that the lender was more than willing to fund the deal if he got to be in the first lien position of the mortgage. The seller's agent then asked why his client would want to be in a second lien position on their own home, and said the seller thought they were already in the first position. It was then that I realized that I had promised the private money lender the first lien position and had assumed the seller would take the second without properly asking them. I contacted the lender to see if he would take his second position, but he wouldn't, unless I had enough reserves to cover his portion. I did not have this. Because of this, I looked at all of my contacts for any other lenders who could come to the rescue. One lender worked for a company that specialized in DSCR loans, but the seller financing portion was something they could not work with. I contacted another lender from a local real estate meetup to see if they were willing to fund the deal. It turns out they were not. The closing date was approaching, and I had no way to pay for the property. I made the difficult decision and called the deal off. I told the seller's old agent that because the lender and the seller want first lien position and neither are willing to budge, that the deal is dead. He acknowledged this and spread the news. I felt horrible for seemingly wasting everyone's time for a few months. It was a great experience, but it showed me that I still have a lot to learn about creatively buying deals. My first creative deal was a failure, but I was not deterred. I would continue to learn everything I can and try again, this time when I had more reserves.